It's the question many Chicagoans are asking. Will Congress pass another stimulus package for struggling Americans?
Here to break it down with what we might see in this next go-around is financial expert Wendy Barlin. Hey, Wendy, thanks for coming on the show this morning. Let's get started with those stimulus checks. Most are going to receive $1,400 per person. I think the big question is, when do you think we're going to see this check, and if it's going to make people happy?
Well, I'm sure money coming always makes people happy. Absolutely. I think the bigger concern is when, as you said. We still need to get this through all the government channels it needs to go to, and then the money needs to come out to the people. So from all news accounts, it seems to me it's not going to be for at least another month, which puts people in a very difficult position for the upcoming weeks.
We know, Wendy, that part of President Joe Biden's package includes $400 in weekly unemployment benefits through the month of September at least. There could be additional triggers depending on what happens with the economy. What do you want people to know, Wendy, about being taxed on that money? And also, what about that $600 stimulus check we got late in 2020? If I got that check, do I need to be mindful that I owe the government money for that check?
Well, I have good news today. That stimulus money is not taxable. Not taxable. Unemployment insurance, however, is. What I'm telling my clients is use the unemployment money to take care of yourselves and your families. If you have extra to set it aside for taxes, of course, that's the smart thing to do. But let's be honest, when it comes down to tax time, I would much rather you spend your unemployment money on necessities, and then we'll set up a payment plan with the IRS. We will figure something out. But yes, unemployment insurance money is taxable.
I want to talk to you about this minimum wage nationally being raised to $15 an hour, even some states with a $7.25 wage. I'm not sure if that means everybody else gets a raise and bump up, but the concern, I guess, would be for the economy. And a lot of businesses right now are really struggling because of this pandemic. Can they afford to do this? What's going to be the result if we see this increase?
As an advisor to small businesses, I'm saying we need to raise our prices. We cannot be in business and not make a profit. It's our responsibility to make a profit as business owners. And if that means we have to raise our prices to support a higher labor cost, that's what's going to happen, which is going to make goods and services more expensive for the American consumer.
I know early in the pandemic, Wendy, you were advising people who were in trouble when it came to the rent and the mortgage to talk to the landlord, talk to the bank about maybe getting an extension for obvious reasons, the pandemic. We are so well into it now. What do you want people to know about rental assistance in the month of January 2021?
I would say look at your city. There are a lot of cities across the United States that are already offering some level of rental assistance. Look at your city, look at your county. There are some options out there, and most important, continue to communicate with your landlord. Do everything you can to keep your property in good order. That goes a long way with landlords if you're taking care of your home.
Well, give us a little bit of hope here. I understand that the child tax credits could be boosted. Tell us a little bit about that.
That would be money in our pockets. For those of us with children, we know how expensive it is to keep them clothed and fed. So yes, that child tax credit goes a long way, because remember, it's not a deduction, it's a credit, which means it's a dollar reduction of any taxes that you owe. And when you're talking about even on the unemployment level, people are going to owe taxes, and they're going to get a nice credit for having children.
Financial expert Wendy Barlin. Wendy, thanks so much for your knowledge and expertise this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, 8:30.